Hey, I want to share something with you about how not taking risks is risky. So now in this climate that we're in this pandemic. We've been quarantined for about 7 weeks now, depending on what area you're in, about 7 weeks. And so I've just been kind of thinking about some things about how not taking risk can be risky. And I look back over the account of my life thus far and how I've had to jump and make certain moves in order to see certain things come to pass in my life. And so I was just thinking about some of the two most risky things that I've done is I'm almost 42 years old, and in my lifetime I have left 2 jobs without having another job lined up. Something that people told me was like, you should not do. The first time was in 2007 when I was relocating from Kansas City to Dallas. I had people telling me, you need to have at least 6 months of income saved. You need to have a job there before you go, like all of these different things. And had I listened, I wouldn't have taken the jump that I needed to take. And so when it came time for me to move, all I had was my last check and my income tax. And I moved to Texas without a job. I was staying with someone and it worked out. And so for me, I am a person of faith. And when I think about it, really is when you're following God and he gives you an instruction, really, is it really a risk? I mean, because if he's telling you to move and do something, it's probably because he sees something on the other side of it, right? So, and then in end of 2017, I made another jump. I left my job of 10 years. Our job is like our cushion. It's comfortable, it's familiar, but I felt God beckoning me like, it's time for you to make another move. And I was so nervous to do it. It was a move that was long overdue. Like, I should have did it like 5 years prior, okay? Talk about sitting too long. And so I did, and I was unemployed for 9 months. But guess what? It was the best time of my life. It was just a season of my life where I was able to just rest and just kind of like be in a place of restoration where I could just rebuild myself. And now I'm in a place where I'm just more happier than I've ever been. So what I really want to say to you is this, is when we come out of this season, right, we're not going to be the same. We're just not. I can tell you some of the things that I'll share later, that my mindset has changed. The way that I see myself, the way that I see life, the things that I thought were so important, the habits that I thought I couldn't break, have all been staring back at me during this time. And so whatever is on you to do in this season, you need to do it. Like, you seriously need to do it. It's not a risk. Just jump. I promise you, if you jump, you're going to land on solid ground. So go ahead, take the risk. It's not risky, because not taking the risk is risky. So you know what to do. You have a comment, want to ask me a question, drop it below, and I'll talk